This is a OnePlus 12, and this is a fake OnePlus 12. This fake OnePlus 12 is 1/10 of the price of this real OnePlus 12. But is it made in the same factory? Are they actually the same? We'll be going through all the differences to see if it's actually from the same factory or not. So make sure you watch the whole video so you can know all the differences. And at the very end of the video, we'll be doing a speed test to see which one is actually faster. Let's do it. Alright, looking at the two boxes side by side, they both look nice. The real actually looks a lot better because the nice red, I honestly really like it. Slicing them open. Ooh. Alright, that was very satisfying. Okay, very cool. Never actually unboxed a OnePlus before, so this is actually my first time. And this is a fake. Yeah, it already looks pretty janky, so that's just great. What else we got in here? Ooh, a case. Oh yeah, you don't see the OnePlus getting a case, I don't think at least. Oh yeah. Oh, we even get a screen protector. Wow. Oh yeah, charging brick. Very nice. Some charging cable. Oh no, what is that? Is that a legendary find? Okay, never settle. Very much like that slogan. Very nice. All right, popping that out for a sec. Take a peek. Oh, very nice. Okay, getting the phone out. Oh yeah, I can already tell this is way better. Ooh, fat charging brick right here. Very nice. Way better than the clone. I like to see that. Oh, and a nice red cable. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's get the phones off. Yeah, that was nice. Whoa, this back is sick. What's going on with this marble texture? All right, getting the clone out. Ooh, some weird stickers on the side. And rip this crap off there. That thing is so obnoxious, and it's gone. Ooh, satisfying. But yeah, all right, let's get into the other parts. Okay, so we're gonna get everything ready for our comparison. So signing into my Google account and all that good stuff, blah blah blah, nobody really cares. Okay, in a second I'm gonna talk about just how well the software functions on both the real and the fake. So like if the fake compares on the internals to see if it actually does well. But first, we're gonna take a look at the major differences of the two phones. Looking at the two phones side by side, it looks like the original has more rounded edges where the clone has these flat edges that kind of look more like an iPhone. Not to mention the texture on the back of the phones. They both do have matte, but the real OnePlus has this like marbleized texture that looks super duper cool where the clone does not. And also the colors on the clone, it's a little bit more green than the actual OnePlus. Like when it comes to the proportions of the two phones, they are about the exact same size. Also the cameras on the back for the clone protrude up from the top just like this, where the real are completely flush against the body. Also, they totally missed the color. This one's like a chrome color and this one's green, and it doesn't have the Hasselblad or any of the text around the camera. No OnePlus logo either. Some like smaller differences to notice is the flash. This has two flashes. It actually only comes out from right here, and then it has this one too, and then this one is the real flash for the real OnePlus. Looking at the bottom, the fake has a headphone jack, which is legendary, and the real has some speaker holes, microphone hole, and then the SIM card tray, and the fake doesn't have any of that. On the sides, these are the buttons. We have the volume rocker and the power button. Same thing with the original, but original are a lot more sleek and the buttons aren't separated. Looks like we have another hole for the clone as well, right here. Looking at that other side, or the original has the silence rocker. It goes from vibration to silence to audio, where the clone just has the SIM card tray. Looks like the real has an IR blaster, where the clone does not have anything on the top. It's like overall they're similar, but honestly they're still pretty different in a lot of ways. Like I'd say the most pronounced ways are like the rounded edges and the cameras itself, and then the no actual logo. When it comes to the screens of the two, they look pretty similar, except for the fake has this giant chin on the bottom where the original is not. So that is something to acknowledge. And also the screen on the original is much higher resolution. I'll get into just exactly how big the difference is later on in the video, but the difference is pretty substantial when you actually look at it. But if you were to look at it from a distance, you probably couldn't tell. And from what I can tell, I'm pretty sure these two cameras are duds. We've got the fake on the right here and the real on the left. So it looks like we have the OnePlus 12. It says both have OnePlus 12. We have 512 gigs of storage right here. All right, so that's actually very interesting. It does say the OnePlus 12. It says it's running Android 13. So this is what it's supposed to look like, and this is what it actually looks like. They always do this thing where they mess with everything, but manufacturer says made by Welcome. Then it says the DPI, which is like the pixel density, is 204, where the real is 510. What the heck? a lot of RAM, but my guess is it's not very optimized because it sucks. Wow, okay, let's check here. System. Okay, so that was actually very insightful. It kind of explained what is actually going on in this phone. Now I want to show you guys kind of what it's like to use the actual UI of the phone. So they do run a clone of the Oxygen OS. It is definitely not the same, and it's not as smooth, but they do mimic basically a lot of the apps. So let's go to the app drawer where you can see everything side by side right here. It does look a little bit different, so that's annoying. If we go down to the swipe down menu, old and janky, where the original looks super good. It does not have the navigation change, so that's really annoying as well. If we go to the app switcher, it's like the horizontal one, like the old Android. I don't know if this is like an old Android mode or what is going on, but that is if we ran Google. Okay, so it took a little bit longer. The punch hole is way bigger and the bezels are way bigger as well. So they're pretty thick around the screen, where the original, it just looks so much more sleek. So this one does have a fingerprint reader and Face ID, right? But check this out. Screen turns on, we have the little fingerprint thing right here, right? Okay, it works. You think it works, right? Okay, let's use my other thumb. I actually haven't registered this. Oh, okay. So why did that work? Even better, let's try my knuckle. The fingerprint reader is fake. I'll do it with my nose. See if I can get this in camera. All right, quickly we're gonna do an adaptive brightness test. There you go, works like a charm, works like a charm. Oh, we're even going more. Same deal. Okay, it's getting brighter, but the bar is not actually going up. All right, so I have a decibel reader app on my phone right now, and we're gonna check just how loud the actual speakers are. We got them both just side by side, normal. We're gonna play one of my videos.
We will see.
All right, now before we go on to our speed test, we're gonna test out the cameras to see exactly how well they function. Here's the difference we're looking at here. This is janky, this has like 2 options, this has a bunch of options. All right, we're looking at a doorknob. Wow, okay. Phones side by side, I'm in my backyard. There's a ton of snow. As you can see, let's take a walk in the snow, why don't we? Got the 2 phones side by side. This is the stabilization you can expect. Let's take a look at the mountains. Wow, they're like gone. There's our tramp. There's not even a tramp there anymore. But this is the kind of quality you can expect from the rear camera. Oh, it's so awful. You can't even switch between the cameras. You can on the original. Like, we can go through the zoom and everything. Much better, much better. The fake does not at all. So, yeah. Well, let's just run around for a sec, check the stabilization. I'm just running through the snow. Front-facing camera right now. I'm in this snowy wonderland out here. And so it's really well lit because the snow reflects the light really well. Front-facing camera quality you can get. Looks like the fake is pretty awful, and I'll probably have to change the aspect ratio. All right, now we're gonna do a little run test down my driveway. I have ultra steady on. And up the stairs. So that is the difference in the camera test. Very interesting. Okay, and now we have made it to the last round of testing, the speed test. I know you've all been waiting for this test and you've probably sped ahead, but here we go. Let's do the speed test. This is the test where we put fake phones head to head with real phones to see if they can even compare when it comes to the speed in everyday use. In the past, the clones have not performed super well except for one time. I'll talk about that at the end. Let's begin. All right, starting out the speed test, we go ahead, and I can already tell this is gonna be a bad one. This is gonna be rough. The reel is going speeding right through all the software, and the clone is still stuck on freaking Temu. Sheen, oh my gosh, this is the fake phone's worst enemy. Sheen is just killing this guy. Can't even handle it. Literally, he's already on the second lap, and it's still on Sheen. This is embarrassing. Going through the second lap like it's literally nothing, like they just... It's so fast. I don't understand it. It's like, I think it just matches my iPhone too. Okay, finally made it to YouTube. Let's see if YouTube ever loads. Doesn't look like it. yeah, ultimately, we already beat him on the real OnePlus, and we're just gonna have to speed through this. This is the worst speed test I've ever done, and this thing deserves to literally go in the garbage and blow up. Alright, and I'm adding in the extra test of a gaming test to see how it performs in gaming. We are running Subway Surfs right here, and I can already tell the lag on the clone is pretty bad. It's not like overly bad, but I think the refresh rate's low, and it just, I mean, this is a pretty easy-going app, easy-going game, but it's still running it not so well. So that's obviously a giant red flag for me, but yeah, overall, not awful. At the end of the day, should you buy a fake OnePlus? Probably not. It'll probably break by tomorrow at this rate. Oh yeah, and like how I mentioned before, the speed test where the clone actually kept up with the original, well, that clone was kind of special, to say the least. You should totally just not go to sleep, because I know it's probably like 4 a.m. and well, watch that video too. Why not? It'll be entertaining. And I guess if it's not, then you'll go to sleep easier. But before you do that, subscribe so that you don't lose me into the YouTube universe. And also because we are 5K away from 100K, please subscribe.